Hey guys, welcome back to OB Toys. So today I'm going to be showing you my custom 3-foot fire burning Godzilla. This thing was made back in 2014 by Jack Pacific. If you guys have seen my channel before, then you know I love messing around with blacklight and glow-in-the-dark paints. So this is a little taste of what's to come. Make sure you stick around to the end to see what happens when I turn off the lights. This figure is really awesome. It has a lot of cool articulation and everything. It's actually pretty expensive if you would try to find it on eBay, but this one was damaged, so I decided I would take a gamble on it, and the hands were broken on it and it was missing a section of the tail, so I thought this would be a good one to make a custom with. So I started with removing the old spikes. I thought they were just a little too small for the figure, so I took those same patterns and I enlarged them and started tracing out a bunch of these pieces on cardboard, and I made a lot of them. And then I decided I wanted to make these things more like rubber. Most of the time I use Milliput to make my spikes on other figures that I do, but that would have just been outrageous amount of money and time and effort and everything. So I decided to cover them all in hot glue and then use a heat gun, and it just smoothed everything out, and it actually worked out really well. And then I just trimmed off all the extra pieces and then started to paint. Now, I need to have some kind of texture on these, and that'll come into play later on. I'll show you guys how I do that. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So on this figure, just the tip of the tail was broken off, so I was able to use a hot glue stick and then just add some texture to it, cover in paint, and it looked good as new. There's a lot of different styles of the plates or spikes on different Godzillas, and I decided I wanted to go with this particular pattern. I really liked how it didn't have the jagged edges and it was more smooth in one single point, but it was pretty easy attaching these just with a little hot glue, so made things pretty simple moving forward. And the pattern was just kind of random. Now this is a very vital part to this entire custom. I needed to add some texture to these plates or spikes. So I just used a little bit of caulking on each one, and it gave it a really nice texture for what I was looking for. If this is the first time you're visiting my channel, make sure you go back and check out the rest of my videos. I have over 30 videos of different toy collections and customs using those different toy lines. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, hit that like button too. So I also want to take an opportunity to thank all my subscribers. I can't believe we went over 25,000 and we haven't even hit my 1-year mark yet. You guys are absolutely amazing. I love the comments and everything down below, so thank you to all those. And I just want to let you guys know I haven't been around for the first month here of 2021 because I had to undergo another major spine surgery, so I'm actually doing really well right now thanks to the surgeons at Johns Hopkins. So I'm back on my feet, and as you see, I'm still here and I'm still alive, and make sure you stick around because there's a lot more yet to come. Also, the support that I've been getting on the channel is just phenomenal, and I appreciate every one of the conversations I have with all of you. And the biggest thing that I get is people sending me messages through Instagram of parents telling me that their 5-year-old, their 8-year-old, their 10-year-old are making customs with their parents at home, and they're sending me pictures of those, and I love it. It is so much fun. I feel like any project that I work on here, you guys have an opportunity to buy these items, or at least buy a smaller version of these items and sit down together and just practice or play around with it. And I know some people don't like to customize their one and only T-Rex or one and only Godzilla, and that's why I always recommend buying two. You keep one on your shelf, and the other one you can make whatever you want with it. But if you're looking for products, stuff like that, I always put links in every one of my videos down below, so you can easily find items to paint with, or Milliput, or just art supplies, or anything that I use in any of my videos. You'll always be able to find some sort of link to an Amazon product or something, just to make it easier for you guys. But I also, in my description, I have Instagram and TikTok links as well. And we also have started a merch store, so you can buy t-shirts, sweatshirts, posters, face masks, all sorts of stuff down below. So make sure you guys check that thing out too, because it's pretty cool having one of my customs on a sweatshirt or something like that, and you can get it for your kid, or it's something that my nieces and nephews all absolutely love, and they like to wear them very proudly at school and stuff. So moving forward here, I'm just adding layer upon layer of different paints on this thing, and you guys have no idea how many times you go back over top of something just to try to get the pattern that I'm looking for, and I want it to really have some depth to it. So the best way to do that is just keep on adding layers. One of the fun things about my customs is I love to incorporate glow-in-the-dark paints and neon colors and everything, so it really is extremely bright when you put a black light to it. So when you see these colors that I'm putting on, they're sometimes misleading, because like this looks pink or salmon color, but that'll dry red, and that's a glow-in-the-dark paint. So you just have to kind of go with it and wait till it dries to see the finished product before you can move forward. But once again, it's all about just adding layers to it. So this was a new concept that I saw somebody else work on, but I thought I'd take it to a much larger scale. I'm gonna make one of the atomic beams coming out of the mouth, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to use some kind of glow sticks inside it. And I found this package of glow sticks over at Walmart. It was only 99 cents, and it comes with this plastic tube inside it, and I thought this thing is perfect to make a beam out of it. So I just started adding a bunch of layers of hot glue to it and building it up down towards the end, making it a little bit wider, and then just get thinner and thinner as I move up. But this thing holds 4 different glow sticks that I can put inside it, and I also added some metal rods in there as well to keep it from bending. I drilled some holes into the back of the mouth of the Godzilla and pushed those metal spikes up into it, and that holds it in place so it doesn't have to rest on anything. I didn't have an opportunity to film that for you guys. It just would have been way too long, so I just thought I'd tell you about it. But that thing is pretty cool on itself. It sits by itself and it dangles, and wait till you see when it lights up. So here we go. I start to add black over top of all the red and yellow and everything, and I really want this thing to look like it's burnt. And there's other fire Godzillas and burnt Godzillas that the plates all match the body, and I don't want that. I wanted the plates to really stand out, so I really want the body to be much darker, and I'm gonna add many more layers of black to it just to tone down those colors. I just want them just to barely bleed out, but I want the plates or the spikes and the beam to be the main focus of this figure. So with the plates there, all I'm doing is just adding layers. So I start from the outside, working in with a black, and then dark reds, and then oranges down to yellows, and then just a little white stripe in the middle too, and it really starts to give it a fire kind of look to it. And I'm doing the exact same thing on the beam here, but I'm using glow-in-the-dark paints. So and I'm also leaving spots for the light to shine through. I'm going to be putting yellow glow sticks inside it, so it'll really give that fire burning from within look to it. Now this is my favorite part of the entire custom, and it's just this dry brushing some gloss black over top of the plates very lightly. But this is where that texture from the caulking came into play. Just by adding those little bumps, it gives it a little bit of depth to it, and I can just lightly go over top of these, and it gives it that burnt look to it, like it's just being little crisps on the outside edges. The figure really just starts to pop after you start adding this last little detail. So it's pretty crazy that while I was working on this, just so happens that the new trailer just dropped for the Godzilla vs. Kong movie coming out, which is pretty cool because it seems like there's a lot of hype for that movie, and I hope it's as good as it looks in the preview. And yeah, I was wondering if you guys have any thoughts on it. Who do you think is going to win that battle? Is it, or just thoughts in general about the movie coming up? But leave me a comment down below, whether it's about this particular custom that I made or about the new movie coming out. I'd love to hear from you guys. And if you're a Godzilla fan going all the way back, I mean, there's just so many figures and things out there, but I really loved this 2014 figure that they came out with. The fact that it's so big is one of the things that really drew me to it. And the tail even detaches, so you can place it on a shelf and not have to like worry about the tail being so long and stuff. So they really thought about some of the details of collectors. But hey guys, I'm gonna work on this thing a lot more, add a bunch more details to it, but I'm not gonna make you wait any longer, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the final result here. I hope you guys like it. Here we go. So what do you guys think of this thing? I think it turned out so freaking awesome. And I added in my custom Omega 09 to kind of show you a little bit of the size of this thing, how massive it is. I couldn't even put it on my turntable, it just wouldn't fit. I added details to the claws and the eyes, and as you see, I added a lot more black paint overall on the body, but I had a reason for that, and well, I'll show you. This is what happens when you add a little black light to it. Check that out. It gives it the effect that it's glowing from within, and charging up the back of the spine. Got my two favorite customs side by side. It was so much fun making the Omega, and now I feel like I have something even bigger to compare it to. But check out that beam. Gotta love glow in the dark. I really wish a lot of companies like Mattel and stuff would incorporate glow in the dark into their figures. But that's alright, if they don't, I will. That's why you guys keep watching, right? But for anybody looking to customize a beam for their Godzilla at home, it's really not that difficult. So give you some inspiration to do something yourself there. Well guys, that brings us to the end of another video. I really had fun making this one, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. You know, make sure you're subscribed to the channel for more stuff like this in the future. You know, I'm definitely gonna be going back to Jurassic World toys, but you know, I like exploring other genres and other toy lines. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the description below and all the merch and Instagram and TikTok. But until next time, Obi Toys out.